Thank you for tuning in to King 5 Plus. Right now, we are following breaking news in downtown Seattle. You're taking a live look out on Highway 99 where the tunnel is closed in both directions. So you see that sign on the reader board letting you know that that tunnel is closed and all vehicles have to exit out near Alaskan Way. There is a similar sign on the other end for those of you coming from the north into downtown Seattle, letting you know the same thing. Taking a look out on the map, this all happened earlier this morning around 7:40. That's when we first got those reports from WSDOT about that tunnel closure. This is due to a power outage. We're still waiting to hear exactly what caused this outage, but what I can tell you this morning is the impacts are widespread throughout downtown Seattle, not just on Highway 99, but you can see that red scratching out on I-5 as well as through the downtown area. And the purple you see on the map, that is representing that closure point. So if you are about to head out, you can see on I-5, you have delays from the north and the south. For those of you coming across Lake Washington, you are seeing the impacts as well. And let's take a look at the latest information from WSDOT. They sent out this information on X saying that the tunnel remains closed because of that power outage. Now we know the outage affects the ventilation system, so the tunnel must remain fully closed until they have power restored. You can continue to expect those delays and seek alternate routes as Seattle City Light is working to restore that power. So taking another look out on the map as you prepare to head out, if you are heading into downtown, let's say from Edmonds and from some places further north like Shoreline, you don't start to see those impacts until you get closer to the Fremont area. But from the south, that is where the impact is evident. Right now you're looking at about a 6-mile backup starting out near the White Center area, continuing on near the the First Avenue South Bridge, and then working your way into downtown. Now you do see a little bit of green on the map. That is because the bridge is open right now to let some traffic through. But once the bridge is back down and the traffic is flowing on the road again, then you will continue to see those impacts. So taking another look out on Highway 99 as you prepare to head out. If you are just joining us, keep in mind that that tunnel is closed through the downtown area. We're still waiting to hear from Seattle City Light as to what caused the closure. And drive times are being impacted as well. Currently, if you were going from White Center and heading into downtown Seattle, it would take you about 52 minutes. Keep in mind, usually that's about a 15 to 20-minute drive. So here's another look at that purple on the map, just showing you where the closure points are at both ends of the tunnel. This started at 7:40 this morning, and here we are at 9:40, still dealing with the impacts with no estimated time of when the road will reopen or the tunnel will reopen in both directions. So if you are about to head out into downtown, I would avoid Highway 99. But from speaking to just some friends that I have that work into the downtown area, they've talked about delays out on I-5, some of those side roads, First Avenue, 4th Avenue, Alaskan Way as well, because of people just looking for other ways to work through downtown Seattle when usually you can just zip through the tunnel without any trouble. So taking another look. If you're traveling across Lake Washington, of course, you don't really see any impacts on 520, but for those of you heading out on I-90, if you usually hop onto the tunnel out near the Lumen Field area out in Soto, you will also be dealing with the impacts as well. So if you're about to head out, if you're just joining us, this is another look at the last update from WSDOT that came this morning around 9:06, so about 30 minutes ago, just letting you know that this outage is affecting the ventilation system. So that is why the Highway 99 tunnel is closed, and it will remain that way until that power is fully restored. This started around 7:40 this morning, and because of that, you will just continue to deal with those delays. It is way over 50 minutes if you are making the trip from White Center and working your way northbound. For those of you heading out from, let's say, Shoreline or Edmonds, you're seeing the impacts as you get closer into downtown Seattle. And are we able to pull up the WSDOT camera again just to show you all what you will be dealing with if you are heading out in that area? We're going to take a look out from our roof camera because we are right here in Soto, and that's where you can get a look out on that ramp. This is where Highway 99 northbound traffic must exit out onto Alaskan Way. And you can see from looking at our King 5 roof cam, you can see traffic barely getting or moving at this point. So once these cars get off, at that point you have to make a decision. It's either Alaskan Way or First Avenue. And what I can tell you is Both roads are impacted at the moment, so you're seeing that slow moving traffic. Thursday is typically a day where you have a lot of people coming into the office, so it's one of our busier days on the commute, and without having that tunnel, the impact is evident. So you'll have it on I-5. You'll see the delays on Alaskan Way. You'll see it on 1st. I'm also seeing delays out on 4th. And if we take a closer look here out on the map again, you will see that that red is widespread. So the purple line is showing you where the tunnel closure is. And again, that is affecting both directions. We are also dealing with some of those power issues here at the station as well. So if you're seeing any glitches with the stream, that would be why. We're still waiting as to when the road will reopen, but for now, you're still going to be dealing with delays on the Highway 99 tunnel. This started around 7:40 this morning, and we just got an update from WashDOT 2 minutes ago saying that you will continue to deal with those backups. So as you prepare to head out this morning, definitely something that will impact your morning commute, not just on I-5, but also on 1st Avenue, 4th Avenue, and throughout the downtown Seattle area this morning. Currently, as you take a look out on Highway 99, again from our King 5 rooftop camera where you can see this is where that traffic is exiting out near Alaskan Way. You definitely want to give yourself some extra time as you deal with that. So that's where all the Highway 99 traffic has to get off of the highway, and of course then head into downtown Seattle, and the impact's evident. You don't see much cars out here right now from our WashDOT camera. Now that's because of the 1st Avenue bridge being open. This is so that some of that boat traffic can get through. So don't let this fool you into believing that you can just hop out on Highway 99 right now and be able to breeze through. You do see that that tunnel is still closed. You still see that information here on the reader board. And at the moment, crews are still working to restore that power. So it's very interesting that this would happen on Thursday, which is typically the busier day of the week, but it will not only impact those of you coming from South Seattle working your way north, it's also going to impact those of you coming from the north as well. So Edmond, Shoreline, a lot of you like to use Highway 99 to kind of zoom into the downtown area, but that will not be the case at the moment. All traffic will exit out on from Highway 99 out onto Alaskan Way, which would put you into the Soto, the waterfront area. Expect delays through there. And then if you are coming from the north, working your way south, then you have to exit out near, I believe that is Republican Street, which is out in the South Lake Union area. So taking a closer look as to where that is through the downtown area, you see the purple on the map letting you know about that power outage that did start around 7:40 this morning. And then if you're going across Lake Washington, you are going to be dealing with those delays on I-90 as well. Basically, if you usually kind of zip across there and then hop on to Highway 99 using the tunnel out near Soto, which is of course where our station is. And I'm looking out the window right now and I can tell you that cars are not even able to make that turn onto 1st Avenue easily just because of the amount of traffic. So let's zoom into downtown where you can get a closer look at what I am seeing with all of the red. Right now you're seeing 1st Avenue. That is stretching back way past the exit for the West Seattle Bridge, so into the Georgetown area as you look on 4th Avenue. And it's all going northbound from this area. And I-5 has that stop and go traffic as well. You see Lumen Field here, so showing you where we are. And that's where all of the traffic is exiting through. Now, if you are coming from, of course, further north, so taking a look for those of you working your way out into Seattle from the Fremont area and then onto Highway 99, you really don't start to see delays until after you get off of the bridge. Taking a closer look so you can see the bridge, and that's where you see, of course, the traffic able to move by on the bridge. But once you try to work your way into downtown Seattle out near Westlake, that's where you start to see things slow down a bit. So definitely pack your patience, find some alternate routes if you can. But what I will let you know is even those alternate routes are going to be full this morning because of just everyone thinking the same way, looking for ways to get off of Highway 99 and then continue on into downtown Seattle. So this was the latest update from WashDOT. It came out around 9:06 this morning, just letting you know that that tunnel is closed because of that power outage. Just to recap some things, the outage affects the ventilation system, so the tunnel must remain fully closed until that power is restored. And you should continue to expect delays and seek alternate routes. We know Seattle City Light is working to restore the power, but but at this point, they still haven't said what has caused that power outage. So let's take another look out from one of our cameras just so we can kind of paint the picture for what's going on. Now, don't let this camera fool you. You can see on Highway 99, you see the sign still letting you know that the tunnel is closed, but you don't see any cars. Now, the reason for that is because we have been watching the camera out near the First Avenue South Bridge, and the bridge is open. So, of course, that northbound traffic is not getting through because they are letting some marine traffic through. But you still want to avoid Highway 99. Plan for those delays if you are working your way into downtown Seattle this morning. So you want to just give yourselves that extra time. You're not only seeing the delays on Highway 99, I showed you the impact through downtown Seattle, also on I-5. Of course, we're still waiting to hear from Seattle City Light to get the latest information, but as we get some more details, we will of course let you know. You can find the latest information at all times on King 5 Plus and of course on our website, king5.com.